You know the vibes. Listening to the Hoop Genius podcast brought to you by NBA 2K23. I got nothing to say. BJ, go ahead.
I got nothing. I just want to I just want to come in. I'm committed. I'm committed. I'm committed to making sure we're available. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. Speechless.
I got no words.
Well, the positive is, you picked it. You picked this. This is what you said.
I said
You should
he in
have a lot to say.
six. I said he in six, not he in four. That's just embarrassing.
You picked it, Mo.
That's just embarrassing.
You picked it. You saw it. You saw it. So,
For you guys who don't know, you guys who don't know, the Miami Heat just won Game 2 in Boston to take a 2-0 series lead against the Celtics, the 8th seed team who came through the play-in, and now just 2 games away from the NBA Finals. Congratulations to him. BJ, talk to me about the game because I don't want to talk about it.
I don't know what to say. Where do we start? This game was in hand. They're up double figures. They go on like a 17-2 run, and then they give up a 20-2 run. What are you gonna say? You got to finish that. Ball is in your best player's hands. Grant Williams brought the energy.
Too much energy.
Hey, he brought the energy. I respect it.
Hey, I'm not mad at it.
No, you can't be.
Back it up.
Yeah, you can't be. Hey, come on. He had what? 9-10 points off the bench, gets 25 minutes. Hey, yeah. What do you hold them to 111 points? I don't know.
Playing Peyton Pritchard like in game 1. He played well on defense in the first half there. Execution down the stretch. That's the issue, though.
Yeah, something looks off right now with the team. But who knows? I'm going to stick with the Celtics. I'm going to stick with the Celtics, though.
You think they're going to overcome an 0-2 lead?
Yeah, I'm sticking with them. I'm sticking with the Celtics because I think they're the better team. I do. I still think they're the better team. Miami is playing better. They're playing better. No doubt about it. I'm not arguing that. Miami is playing. I'm telling you, Master Spoelstra. He's just a master. He's a master. He's amazing. This kid, Caleb Martin. He gets 24, 25 points. Kyle Lowry doesn't score. Duncan Robertson has 15 points. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how the contributions they're getting. The timely contributions they're getting. Bam Adebayo was terrific. The kid Gabe Vincent just makes big shots. Right now they're just cooking. You just got to get one game. You just have to get one game. And I'm gonna, you know what this series reminds me of.
Mm-hmm.
This is before your time. I don't even know if you were born. The Houston Rockets versus I think it was the Phoenix Suns. They go down 0-2. Yeah. This is what this is reminding me.
The difference is the Houston Rockets had Hakeem Olajuwon, one of the best players ever. The Celtics have Jason Tatum, who for the second game in a row, 0 field goals in the fourth quarter, 0 from 3 tonight, and 2 turnovers in that fourth quarter. Yeah, despite having a 34-point performance. So that would be the big difference in that. I think Coach Spo said it best. You know what I love about a TV broadcast when they do the little inside audio assist things? where they put the mics on the players and the coaches. And Eric Spoelstra said something interesting. He said, listen, if they don't hit the threes, they can't win the game. And that's exactly what's happened for the second game in a row. The thing that I've been saying all year long is not a recipe for success in the postseason. Turns out in the conference finals is not a recipe for success in the postseason. Shock. Celtics 10 of 35, 28.6% from behind the arc. Basically, unless the Celtics are going to score 40% of their threes, they're not going to win. Miami know this. Eric Spoelstra knows this. And they're making sure that they don't. And they don't care about anything else because they know that's going to win them the game. Like, to start this game off, the first few possessions, you're not really finding an offensive flow. For some reason, they went to posting up Marcus and Jalen. And the Celtics offense, even in the early stretches of the game, Miami do a great job when they're on offense of moving the ball, moving the defense around, like driving, kicking, passing the ball around the perimeter to get the entire defense rotating. Get Rob Williams out of the paint, get him on rotation. Then they find the best shot. The Celtics, on the other hand, will simply settle for the first kind of open-ish three-pointer that they can find, and they'll let it fly. You are never going to win the game like that. I don't know. I don't know. This is the second game in a row where the Celtics are looking like they're playing a regular season game, but this is the conference finals. So, looking at this, tell me why you've still got the Celtics for the series.
They're deeper. I think they're deeper. I like their team, and I'm just going to stick with it. I picked them.
So
I
what
picked
do they
them. I'm going to
change
stick with
going
it.
into the next one?
Just keep doing what you're doing. It's this series goes
Keep
deeper.
doing what you're doing. Keep stinking up the place in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you asked me. I told you, and I don't be mad at me.
And you want them to keep going.
I want them to keep doing what they're doing. First one to 4. Just keep doing it. The series goes on. As the series goes on, I think eventually their death will wear them down. That's what I think. But hey, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before.
I mean, I like Bam Adebayo. What a game. 17 rebounds to go with 22 points. Absolute monster on the glass. Shout out to him. Fantastic game for him. I mean, Al Horford continues to be unable to hit a jump shot. I think he's had one game in the entire playoffs where he's been able to hit those shots. But yeah, that's the game, really.
Well, Mo, I tell you what. I mean, you're hot. You're right on. I mean, you picked it before. You are right on. I got to give you credit. I have to give you credit on this. I mean, you got an eagle eye right now. You got an eagle eye.
I mean, for everyone who thought that the NBA was fixed, that would be the Celtics and Lakers in the finals, both teams are in a 2-0 hole to start the series. So either we're going to get the storybook ending to the season, or we're going to have a very interesting Denver versus Miami NBA finals, which will be great to see. But yeah.
Miami versus Denver in the NBA finals. How about that?
Man, I think the Lakers bring it back anyway. So they've got game 3 tonight in LA. Who you got?
I got Denver.
Game 3. On the road.
I'm going with Denver. I again, except the opposite. I think as the series goes on, the youth will be served. I think Denver is the younger team. I think these every other games for the Lakers, I don't think that's a good formula for this team. I don't think it's a good formula for this team and, their primary players. However, sometimes a little home cooking is good, but I don't see. I'm thinking Denver. I think Denver has a chip on their shoulder about this. Mm-hmm. And for whatever reason, the same thing. Miami has a chip on their shoulder, but I'm going to stick this one out with Boston. They just got to get one on the board. They just got to get one on the board.
Celtics.
Yeah, I got to go to the Celtics because look, I don't mind being wrong, but wow, like tonight was like a wow. I mean, if you would have told me they weren't going to score more than 105 points, I mean, it's not like they have elite shot blocking or rim protection. I mean, you're playing with. I mean, I'm just using him as an example. You got players like Duncan Robinson out there. I mean, these aren't like defensive specialists, and they have 105 points. So I mean, their timing and flow is just all off right now. Like they're just all off. I mean, they still only gave up 111 points by today's standards. That's a pretty good game. And your best player doesn't score back-to-back games in the fourth quarter. So there's something's off. However, sometimes you just need a new scenery and a new setting. And if they can just get one, get one game 3, see what happens game 4. And then, let's come back to, what is it, TD Garden or something? Let's come back there.
Yeah, TD Garden. Yeah.
Let's see. But, I'm going to stick it out with them. But going back to, let's go back out west. I'm going to go Denver.
Jaylen Brown, 7 of 23, 1 of 7 from downtown as well. I forgot to even mention. That is your second team All-NBA Supermax eligible player. But it is what it is. So we're going for Denver to take a 3-0 lead, huh?
Denver? You talking about Denver?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just going with them. I think the Lakers got to win one. Okay, they might win, but I think I'll say this. I think Denver is going to get one game for sure there. Possibly 2. But I think they're going to get 1 for sure.
I would love it. But yeah, I think the Lakers get one at home. They've got to have a game where their role players step up and carry them. But we'll see. I mean,
they've been carrying them in the first 2 games. What more do you want from Rui? Rui, I mean, come on, Mo. Rui and what's his name? Austin Reeves. I mean, how much more do you want? I mean,
one thing I've noticed in those first 2 games, though, is Jokic has looked not himself in the fourth quarters, especially down the stretches in those 2 games. Jamal Murray's been excellent for them, but I wonder how that continues. If that's just if that's a trend or if that was just a coincidence.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't pick up on that. So you got the eye right now. Right now, I got to defer to Mo. Right now, Mo called this Miami. So I got to find out what Mo knows. Mo knows something.
I know one thing and one thing only. The Boston Celtics are an unserious basketball team. I've been saying it all year long, and now you're seeing. Relying on 3-point shots ain't going to win you nothing. You're not Golden State. You ain't got Steph Curry. You ain't got Klay Thompson. Kevin Durant ain't walking through that door. You have Derek White, Malcolm Brogdon coming off the bench. And Al Horford, who's 36. Good luck. That's all I know. That's all I know.
Well,
that's all I know.
Well, you got it. Well,
until the next one. Yeah, subscribe to the show. All that good stuff. We'll be back. Shout out to the Irish Pulse, man. Miami Heat. They're going crazy. But yeah. We'll see you tomorrow. More from the Hoot Genius podcast. Get buckets.